Welcome back. Today we have Gabriel Sterling joining us on Election Day to talk about what is currently going on. Gabriel, thank you so much for being here today.
Glad to be here, Monica.
I'm glad to have you. I have a few questions I want to talk about. Today's a very big day across Georgia and the nation. It is Election Day. For voters who haven't voted yet, that are still kind of on the fence, what do you want to tell them?
Well, the main thing is make sure to protect your vote. You've only got limited time left today. The polls are open until 7 o'clock everywhere in Georgia. And one of the main things you got to do is in the early voting time, you go to any place in your county. Right now, you have to go to your specific polling location. So, what I want all your viewers to do who haven't voted yet, they need to go to mvp.sos.ga.gov. That's my voter page. Put in their information, and that will get them their particular polling location because that's the only place they can cast a legal vote.
All right. And so I think a big question we get a lot is what if I am in line, but the polls close? What happens to those voters that have been waiting?
If you were in line at 7 o'clock when the polls closed, you are legally allowed to vote.
Okay.
The poll manager will come out there, basically say, everybody after this last person got in at 7 o'clock, you can't vote. Anybody in at 7, you are absolutely allowed to vote.
Okay. And it's something that we're hearing a lot of. There's some misinformation. Is voting safe? Is it not? How secure are people's votes? What do you have to tell them?
Look, I mean, I know there's been a lot of misinformation, disinformation around this. The 2024 election will be the safest, most secure election in Georgia and American history. It was safe and secure in 2020. It was safe and secure in 2022. It'll be even safer and more secure now in 2024. We've already got over 4 million people who voted in the early voting period. And, today we can't know how many people showed up until we get the returns starting to come in. And we are hoping to get to a record today. But everybody's ballot is going to count. Everybody has to show their voter ID no matter how they vote. Everybody gets they can only get one ballot. That's it. You can't really stuff ballots. There aren't any dead people on a roll. So Georgia has the cleanest rolls in America. We've invested tons of money and time into doing that. Even this week, we are at a data sharing with 26 other states. State of Washington is a mail-in state. And we shared our data on voter registrations. They have 6 people who turned in ballots in Washington state that we're pretty sure are on our rolls. So the state put them in challenge status, so they can't show up and vote. We work hard every day, every week, every year to make sure that your vote is safe and will be counted properly.
Okay. And why is that so important to you that you clarify ahead of the election? Hey, your vote is safe. I mean, it is election day. Why are you urging and trying to push that for voters? Why does that matter to you?
I want people to understand that this is going to be fair. This is going to be free. This is going to be safe because they've been told by people on the left that there's voter suppression and they're stealing elections. They've been told people on the right that there's been voter fraud and they're stealing elections. Both of those statements are patently false with zero evidence, none. But they're really good at raising money and getting people angry at other fellow Americans. And that's bad and that's wrong. We want people to understand their vote counts. They have agency. They are in control of their future. Their voice and their vote are equally important. And we take steps every day to protect that. And I don't want people to despair and say, well, what's the point? And self-suppress their vote. That's the worst thing they can do. So make a decision. And, we don't know who's going to win today. There's a reason that over the last, I think yesterday, J.D. Vance was here. Sunday, we had President Trump was in Macon. And Saturday, John Bon Jovi and Kamala Harris were in Atlanta. There's a reason they're all here because it's really close. So everybody's vote in this state especially is going to matter. If you're in California, I can tell you, we know who's going to win California. If you're in Alabama, I can tell you who's going to win Alabama. When you're in Georgia, your vote carries that much more impact.
All right. So last thing to leave voters with, what do you want to tell them on election day?
Your vote and your voice are important. Secretary Raffensperger and our entire elections team and your county elections team works to protect it every single day. And when you go to the polls today, tell them all thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much. If you want to find out more information on voting, head on over to our website, 41nbc.com.